hear it, folks. That clock is ticking. Clock tells me it's after 11. You know what that means. It's time for your favorite show and mine, Countdown to Armageddon, with your host, Publius. Here to bring you my latest opinions on things that you may not even think matters. For today, I want to talk to you about the newest trend, one of the latest trends, plaguing society, and that is the concept of the cancel culture. What is the cancel culture, you say? That is the idea that a group of people who don't like what you say or think have the right to put you out of work, make you move, or treat you horribly if you don't. Yes, folks, the cancel culture has a tendency to hit everywhere. It's taken the idea of free speech, throws that out the window. Don't believe me. Recently, there was interviews being done with people throughout that supported Antifa and BLM, and they were talking about how they didn't believe fascists had the right to say their beliefs. Now, I'm not a fascist. I'm not a supporter of fascism, but I do support the idea they have the right to say what they believe. If you are sitting back saying, no, they shouldn't be allowed to speak, then you don't believe in free speech. And my question to you is, who gets to then determine what can be said? Is it whoever has the most numbers? Is it whoever has the most power? Is it whoever has the most money? The problem is, each and every one of these groups would turn around and stop the people that are less popular, less powerful, less rich from speaking. And that, folks, is wrong. First Amendment guarantees us the right to freedom of speech. If your actions are preventing other people from speaking, if you actually think it's okay to throw a brick at somebody to keep them from saying something you don't like, then you don't believe in free speech. And cancel culture is just that. It's a way to shut up free speech. And it is strong in this country. Very rarely you get cases like Gina Carano, where she was attacked by Disney and society said, no, you're wrong. Disney needs to shut up. Now, has it stopped Disney? No. Has it destroyed Gina's life? No. Did it hurt her? Yes. The problem in all of this is cancel culture is getting to determine not by the economic means. By this I mean, you don't like something, don't support it. I don't like certain things. Certain companies stand for certain things I don't agree with. Guess what? I don't buy their products. That's an economic way of letting your voice be heard. What is not acceptable is saying, well, I don't agree with what they say, so therefore I'm going to shut them down. That's not good. You're basically destroying the First Amendment with your views. Now, maybe you don't think everybody should have a right to speak. That's okay, but here's the problem. Who gets to decide? Historically, the people that get to decide are those that are in power. And let's face it, they still are working at that. The Democrats in Congress have been pushing to silence anything that disagrees with them. Why? Because if nobody can disagree with them, then it makes it easier for them to rule. They don't have to placate the masses, because the masses only get their side of things anyway. The effects of this, we've already seen the effects. The mainstream media is basically a puppet of the Democratic National Committee. They say what the party line is, and that's what you get 24/7 on several of the cable news channels, and you get it from the main, ABC, CBS, NBC also. The AP, all of these groups walk in lockstep. They might as well be They might as well be the public relations department for the Democrats. And it is so bad, and it is so obvious, that it's kind of hard to sit back and say that they're fair. When you have articles written from the point of view that the Democrats are right, that's opinion. When you take that article and the article is not an opinion piece, but it's supposed to be a factual reporting of an event, then you've got society being led down the rabbit hole. Folks, they're out to push you, they're out to control you, and they're out to make sure that you only see what they want you to see. Therefore, you should only be able to believe what they want you to believe. Freedom of speech is dying. Freedom of conscience, dying. Why? Because they want you in lockstep. It's up to you. Are you going to support the cancel culture? Or are you going to stand up and say, no. I don't agree with this person, sure, but I'm not going to stop them from saying their views. I do not agree with the leaders of BLM. They publicly admit they are trained Marxists. I'm not a Marxist. I think Karl Marx was misguided, misinformed, and really didn't know a whole hell of a lot about what he was talking about. He really did not understand economics. The price for this is the situation we're in this country economically. We're screwed. Why? Because people don't grasp that there are certain laws of economics, supply and demand. You can't change it. If you change it, all you do is screw things up. If you don't have enough to go around and you want to charge the least amount for it, then you're going to run out, and then nobody has. Too many of these leftists don't understand economics. They don't understand the laws of economics, and instead they want to put their beliefs into it. I believe everything should be fair. Everybody should get the same amount. I don't. I'll be perfectly honest. I don't think everybody should get the same amount. If I'm doing my job better, I think I should get paid more. Economics. Capitalism. Capitalism, in my opinion, yeah, it's got flaws, but it's sure better than anything else. I don't think we all should work, and no matter how much harder I work than you, that you and I should both get the same amount. No, that ain't right. Things have got to change, and the council culture is not the way we need to have things change. That's just a way to make things worse. Alright, it's been a quickie, but hey, I'm allowed to do quickies. Why? Because this is my channel. I got other shows that I'll be doing this week. So, if you need your Publius fix, I'll keep you hooked up. Other than that, folks, this is Publius telling you, when the cancel culture comes after you, remember, tell them where to stick it. Stand up for your beliefs. Right or wrong, they're yours. Don't let them dictate to you what is right or wrong. Because let's face it, far too often, they're dead wrong. This has been today's episode on Countdown to Armageddon. I again am Publius. If you like this show, or at least want to support it, hit that like button, hit that share button, share it with your friends, your neighbors, your enemies, your family. Hit the subscribe button. That is the cheapest and easiest way you can support this channel, because every time you do, everybody who subscribes just gets us closer to where the channel will be monetized, which means that, hey, YouTube will actually start paying us for this content. Or if not YouTube, BitChute. Point is, you can help that way. If you want to contribute directly, you can do so through this platform, or you can put a message down in the comments. I'll find a way for you to contribute. I'll start a Bitcoin account, maybe. Point is, folks, let me know. That's what the comments are for. This has been Publius. Hope you have a good week. See you next time.